live?
I think we are live. Yes, we are live. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
And welcome to the Nerds at Large reacts to the November. Jeez, I'm skipping a lot. Man, September 13th Nintendo Direct. Jeff, I'm just really wanting Smash to be happening right now. I guess I just want it as soon as I possibly can. So I'm trying to.
Oh, yeah, speaking of Smash, did you see that Nintendo announced a college football game tour they're doing where they're taking Smash to different college games?
No, but that is fantastic.
They're taking it to a South Carolina game, but it's when they're at like Ole Miss or something. It's like, I saw South Carolina, I got excited for a moment, and then saw it was Ole Miss. Like, dang it, it was at Ole
That
Miss.
shows them knowing their audience.
Yeah.
No, I like that. That's hilarious. But no, Jeff, we are going to be talking over. That's the Nintendo one, not ours. The Nintendo Direct. We kind of like. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this is one of the directs that's probably one of the biggest unknowns out of a lot of directs we've had recently.
Yeah.
Just because there's not a whole lot besides like obviously Smash and a few other smaller things that we know about.
Mm-hmm.
There's I guess Metroid I guess could be here, but I really would not think so.
I mean, that's the thing. There's stuff like that where you could see it,
Yeah,
but you don't expect it.
Right. So what are you expecting? If you had to take some stabs at what you think might be here.
Smash character. Not much. Maybe a Smash character and an Echo or two, maybe at most. I don't.
Yeah.
I expect a character. I don't expect anything more than that, really. Let's see. Probably we'll talk about Pokemon Let's Go and Super Mario Party and stuff in there just because they're coming out.
Yeah,
big
it's
Switch games.
the most pressing games coming out.
Maybe a Switch port, like first party Switch port that's coming out this year.
There's not too many more left. Like I think you said before, this 3D World.
Yeah, new Super Mario Brothers U, Tokyo Mirage Session, Wonderful 101, even obviously not all of them are probably gonna make it, but Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yeah.
There's rumors apparently of a new Animal Crossing game being announced during this direct. Insiders, people who legit know things, have been hinting at Animal Crossing today.
Okay. It's one of those we know is coming at some point, and
Animal Crossing. Yeah, I mean,
this
Animal
makes
Crossing
sense, like,
is
right before.
one of those things that the moment the Switch was announced, I could see it being announced any Nintendo presentation.
If it's being announced today, do you think it's coming out this fall alongside Pokemon, or do you think it's further away?
I don't know. I could see it being this fall because they got games. I got Mario Party, Pokemon, and Smash, but I guess Pokemon is, but that they don't have like a big new single player game.
Yeah.
And Animal Crossing, that's something, in my opinion, I'm not like if Animal Crossing is announced, you're not gonna get a giant reaction. I mean, Darby, we're not Animal Crossing guys, but I don't feel like it's something that needs a lot of time in between. Like, they don't need to talk about it a crazy amount.
No.
Like, announce it here, have an Animal Crossing Direct before it comes out.
Yeah, and it's one of those, like, a lot of Animal Crossing fans I know are kind of a little more casual gamers and everything. They're not going to be paying attention to all this anyway. Yeah. So you're probably going to get a lot more of them with, like, hey, look at this game, and it's out now, or it's out like very quickly, instead of, like, what are all the new changes, what are all this? It's more just like, hey, there's a new Animal Crossing.
Yeah. And the fact that we haven't gotten a brand new Animal Crossing since 2011, I think, for New Leaf on the 3DS. So that means we haven't gotten...
New Leaf was in 2011?
I think so. I think that was right. I'll look it up while
You're
I'm
probably
talking.
You're probably right.
Yeah, and we haven't got to the console Animal Crossing in who knows how long. But, you know, this new Switch Animal Crossing is the best of both worlds. Like, that is a game that will benefit from being on the Switch, for sure.
Yes.
So, Animal Crossing will just do good no matter what. That's just a known factor. Like, it will be huge. If anything, it will do better than expected. Already high expectations.
Right. And that's going to be a system seller for the Switch. Like, very much like Let's Go. But
I was wrong. 2012, but still. 6 years.
It's still about the same. Yeah. Let's Go is the thing that messes with me because, like, I can't see you putting those both out, like, at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Is, like, does this become an October game or something?
That'd be a quick turnaround. I mean, we're talking about potentially being releasing this year was announced. It could just be announced and then being like a February game or something.
It could. It's just, I don't know. Because that would be. I mean, it would. If this was in October, you would have.
It'd be next month.
You would have next month this, which would be crazy.
And Mario Party.
And then Let's Go, and then Smash. Like boom, boom, boom. It's like maybe these need to be separated a little bit more. I just remember I'm gonna get my other headphones really quick. But you know.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to entertain the people. Of course, we're getting 3DS announcements, as you can probably see on the screen. Who knows where in the world that is? I'll probably talk about Luigi's Mansion, maybe announce some kind of new little addition to that. Maybe that Mario RPG thing, but what more can you do with that? Honestly, I have no idea. I expect the 3DS to be pretty short, hopefully, because how much more can you really do with the 3DS? And they keep on making, I feel like the 3DS segment is shorter and shorter, so. I guess we're going back to Switch. Maybe we'll see Shin Megami Tensei 5. It's been a while. Isn't that right, Darby? SMT 5. Maybe.
Yeah, when was that announced?
Last year sometime?
Okay.
I think it was announced sometime like this year, because I remember us talking about it at a football game. That's one of those weird things I just randomly remember. I think I remember, us talking about his announcement at a Carolina game.
Is that, like, what platforms did they even come out on? Because I don't really know.
It's weird, at least for the last couple. SMT's been on Nintendo things, Level Certain is on PlayStation.
Yeah.
SMT 5 is a Switch exclusive, as announced right now, so. So if they're going to show off new stuff, in the Direct makes sense.
Yeah.
Plus, people have been, the Direct was delayed from last week. And people are thinking, and people have insiders have hinted at it was because of a certain game just had like an earthquake-related, like disaster-related thing.
Yeah.
So people might instantly jump to Shin Megami Tensei as a possibility for that.
Can you hear that? I can't hear anything for some reason.
No.
It switched. It's fine. It's just this.
Simon can perform moves derived from Richter in his original games,
so we were testing things out with
good, Darby. We got a minute
with the old Direct. All right, Jeff.
There, Darby.
Are you ready, Jeff?
Yep, let's go. Hype cycles engage.
Hype cycles engage, indeed.
It's 6. Let's get it to that. Come on.
All right, Jeff. I really don't know what to expect.
Don't know either. We're gonna get some online things, so hopefully that doesn't last too long. Here we go. We're going mature.
Mature, Jeff.
What's going on here? I like when they just go quickly into the trailer.
Yeah, makes you think something.
Luigi's Mansion.
Okay.
Yes, sir, they're going like they normally have been, going 3DS first. Getting it out of the way.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Luigi's Mansion 3 for the Switch? What?
What?
I think because our quality's not great, it looked like a... Okay.
Hello everyone.
I'll take it.
Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, I hate the quality's not great. I can try to fix it.
As you just saw, we kick things off with a new reveal, and I'm pleased to confirm that Luigi's next spooky adventure is in development for Nintendo Switch. We have a lot to say about the game, but we'll have to save that for another time.
Let's go.
Now, let's cover some upcoming games for Nintendo 3DS.
Okay.
Please take a look.
And I'm sorry, it did say Switch.
Yeah, I saw that.
Sweet. People were thinking
so
that
it's
might have been the
two
case.
different games, basically? Like, the other one's like a remake thing for the Switch.
It's like a
for the
port
3DS,
of
right?
one.
Yeah.
No, I'm all for that.
No, yeah, that's what I just assumed that was. I'm sure everyone else did, too.
I love the original Luigi's Mansion when I played it when I was young. I barely remember it, but I remember loving it.
Did they say when?
It just said 2019, which is fine.
Yeah. I bet there was a lot of other people that did the same thing where they're like, oh, okay, alright, doing
It's
the 3DS.
been so long since
doing
I've seen it, there might be some people like, wait, what is this?
Yeah.
When you pick up items, you can craft bigger yarn balls, or you can even conjure up some wind to rake in the beans. for a little added challenge, see if you can outrun this speed demon of a devil in devilish mode. To top it off, new minigames will give you a chance to play.
I'm gonna try to up the quality. Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn launches exclusively for Nintendo 3DS in 2019. Bowser Jr., destined for greatness?
Question mark?
Mushroom Kingdom has a bad case of the blorbs, and the only ones who can save it are Mario, Luigi, and Bowser? It can only be Mario and Luigi Bowser's inside story. There's another side to every story.
Do people like this game or something?
Now
Oh yeah,
you
the
can
Mario
Bowser's
RPG series are good.
Yeah.
In his
Generally.
new adventure,
Look at that
Bowser
fact,
Jr.
how
sets
can
off
you
to find
not
his
be
own
good?
remedy
I don't
for the
know,
blorbs.
Like,
how many of them
signature
of these have there actually
selfishness,
been? 'Cause I really
a
don't.
decent amount, and this is the new stuff I
Better
think.
gather some
Yeah.
allies and
So that's
build
cool.
up your very own army.
Sweet.
Create your own formations, support allies with an arsenal of moves, and conquer the chaos in every action-packed battle. Is Bowser
All
Jr.
those
destined
dudes.
for glorious kingship like his papa? Mario and Luigi,
This guy
Bowser's
is very
Inside
strict.
Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey releases on Nintendo 3DS.
That's a lot of
January
words
11th.
in that title.
Yep.
Hunt ghosts with Luigi and
Oh,
a second
cool.
player? While you're waiting for the new game on Nintendo Switch, don't forget that the original Luigi's Mansion is coming to Nintendo 3DS. That comedically spooky vibe that fans remember is intact, even when you're playing the new 2-player mode making its debut in the Nintendo 3DS version.
So that's gotta be in the.
If you and another player each own the game, one of you can play as
Yeah.
this even greener
I
guy
imagine
as
it's
you
gonna be in three.
explore the mansion together.
I like it. They start off with a game announcement.
Or if
Yes.
only one of you has the
One
game,
people
you can
won't.
still play
Yeah,
boss battles
they're
together
definitely
in the gallery
more than
using
I thought it was
download
gonna
play
be.
on your Nintendo 3DS systems.
It being Luigi's Mansion 3 should be more obvious to us if the quality of the stream for us was better at the beginning.
Probably would have been.
Yeah.
Probably would have been.
Like, this looks too good.
Well, and I was just already so much assuming it's like, okay, we're gonna start out with
With
3DS.
3DS. Oh, I
Like,
agree.
This makes sense.
No,
to-
that's good. I like that.
It definitely takes off. Like I know a lot of people like us, like including us, were like, "What the hell? You're bringing back Luigi Mansion, but
Yeah.
you're doing it for 3DS."
Yokai Watch Blasters is out now, with even more free content coming later. Whether your allegiance is with the Red Cat Corps
This is
or the White Dog
DLC.
Squad, Yokai Watch Blasters will let you team up with friends to tackle the most action-packed battles in the series yet.
People are
After launch,
always
we'll have
discuss
another way to
potentially
squad
about a
up.
character from this
You
being in
won't wanna miss the
Smash.
free software
Just
update
because-
on
How
September
big is it in
27th,
Japan?
which adds
Is
I
the
think it's
graphic
like
version to the title
Yeah,
screen.
pretty big. Maybe not Pokemon levels, but it was supposed to be the Pokemon killer. But obviously, it's not getting the same steam here.
Right.
As well as new missions. New
I wonder
areas
why.
to explore,
Definitely.
new yokai to befriend.
You know, we're
and new
wusses
big
over
bosses
here.
to
We
fight.
can't deal with this many bright colors.
Yep.
Our heads explode.
Why, you
That's why we're
ask?
playing Nintendo
You
consoles.
know why. And if you
I don't know, Jeff. This
now's the
is
perfect time to
a little
become
more
fan.
colors. There's a
Yokai
little
Watch
more going
Blasters
on
is
on the
out
screen.
now. And don't forget
But that
about
T
the
has
Moon Rabbit
eyes, so
Crew
that's pretty
update.
cool.
Yeah.
And now it's mad.
That's all the headlines for Nintendo
Okay,
3DS.
That's all. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
5 minutes.
How's it going?
Let's go.
Well, from here, let's focus on Nintendo Switch titles. Please
Okay
take a
with
look.
that.
It's Inkopolis news time.
Version 4.
This was expected. People dead of mind knew this was coming. I like that logo.
Splatoon music, man, slaps.
Version 4. Look at that stage over. Look at that map.
We need to dip back in again.
We're gonna have to get the online to do it.
Oh yeah. It sounds like the Death Note song. What's up, people? What's up, people? This even looks like an anime opening.
What if they announced the Splatoon anime?
Splatoon screaming. Splatoon metal.
Wait, what does it say? 100 times battle?
100 times battle. I don't know what that means.
I thought they were about to maybe announce.
Battle Royale.
Dude,
Splatoon Battle Royale.
I'd be all for it. I love
What
it.
the heck is that thing?
going on there? Is
Going
it going
Super
Super
Saiyan?
Saiyan? Goku confirmed. Spirit Bomb?
It's absolutely.
Oh, that looked dope. I wonder what that 100-time battle is.
Yeah, that might mean nothing. They need to be careful when you use the word 100 in your battle.
Yeah. More details. A script research lab.
Stay weird, Splatoon.
Everyone's favorite blue robot makes his triumphant return in Mega Man 11.
Why would the demo was supposed to be announced?
Marking the 30th anniversary of the iconic series, this brand new game
I still
is
do
gunning
not
for
like that
greatness
art
on
style.
Nintendo
I'm sure the
Switch.
game's gonna be
Jump,
really good, but I do
slide,
not like that art
Everyone's
style.
loving what they're playing.
Yeah.
Apparently it just feels right.
Stages, and try to
I
take
believe
down a
him.
gallery of deadly bosses like the formidable Bounce Man.
I just kind of wish that we would get away from this 2.5D thing, because at least in this like cartoony aesthetic, because I just never really feel like it works.
I know this doesn't say much, but it looks so much better than Mighty Number 9.
Yes, but that was a bad video game.
Time slows down around you. Temporarily enhance your weapons.
It works in certain things, like Ori has it like kind of that type of aesthetic, but it works just because I don't know, something about the cartooniness and then the like half real, half not. Like I don't know, it's weird.
Will be ready to rock October 2nd.
I'm sure it's gonna be good and very
Mario
hard.
Tennis Aces, further refined in new update. Some popular characters are joining the roster. The adorable all-around ace, Birdo.
You knew that was coming.
The sharpshooting specialist.
He was already in the game.
Yeah.
Technical character, let's go.
The proud high flyer, Koopa Paratroopa. And the big boss with no
Yay!
Why not?
boss with no racket, PD Piranha. These Mushroom Kingdom greats can be acquired by playing online.
He literally just slaps the ball with his hand.
Yeah.
There will even be a new mode
such a
called
good
Co-op
game.
Challenge.
Hey, new mode.
It'll let you participate in online co-op missions that are only available
It's probably gonna
at
be
one
bad.
time.
I mean,
We can
honestly,
try it.
we'll try it. But
The
most of the
objective
not
all these
tennis
missions are active,
stuff
and
is
you'll
bad.
receive special
got hats.
outfits, characters with alternate color schemes, and more. We'll continue serving up new content for the game in the future.
Make it better.
The version 2 update for Mario Tennis Aces will be available September 19th.
Cool. More
That's
tennis.
next week.
These arcade classics are back in action. Back in the day, Capcom lit up the arcades with some classic beat-em-up action games. And guess what? The good old days are back. Final Fight. The King of Dragons. Captain Commando. Knights of the Round. And
It's my favorite Final
Warriors of
Fantasy song.
Fate are making a comeback. And so are these first-time home console releases.
Cool.
Armored Warriors and Battle Circuit are joining the fight.
Jared
for a
Petty's
total of
stoked.
7
Oh yeah,
games.
he's losing his mind.
If you each have a Joy-Con controller, up to 4 players can beat them up together.
Nice.
Aspiring Bash Buddies can
Nice.
even take the fight online this time. Pretty soon, you'll be able to play with other Capcom fans from around the
If you
world.
purchase starts
Because
later
Capcom
today.
Beat 'em Up Bundle will be ready for action on Nintendo eShop September 18th.
I like these quick turnarounds.
New Super Mario Bros. U is
Yep.
getting the deluxe
Yeah.
treatment. Which means
Figured it
it's
was
time to
coming.
take down Bowser and his Koopaling invasion in the tried and true side-scroller.
I didn't
headed
play
to
this one,
Nintendo
so-
Switch.
Oh, I thought this was
Mario,
one of the ones you
Luigi, and
Nope.
Toad
liked
are all
and
here. And if
were
that's
always
not
pushing me to
enough,
play,
Nabbit
and I just never
Toadette
listened
are
to you.
joining in the fun as well. Nabbit doesn't take damage from
Was that
enemies,
just
so
3D
they
land?
really come in
Yep.
handy.
There you go.
And if Toadette powers up with a Super Crown, ta-da! She transforms into Peachette. Peachette can double
Like, should I
jump.
feel bad that I just
Slowly
can't get
carry
excited
freefall
by
and
this
get a
game?
boost back up if she falls into a pit. Luigi's first starring role in a platforming adventure, New Super Luigi U, is getting the deluxe treatment too, and comes free
But
of charge.
to be fair, I mean,
A single
for
Joy-Con
the most part,
controller is all a player
3D
needs,
Mario is a
and
lot
up to
more my
4
jam.
players can join in
I agree, I enjoy the
together
2D stuff a lot, though.
anytime,
Yeah,
anywhere.
it's good.
I'll look into this because again, I haven't played this
New
one,
Super
so
Mario Bros. U Deluxe comes down
It
to
very well
January
might be.
11th.
it might be fun to play through together.
It very well might be Wii U bias.
Nintendo Switch is ready to roll.
Let's go.
Are you?
Oh, is this? Is that the Katamari guy?
It's
Yeah.
Katamari.
Yeah.
It can only beat Katamari
Is it a
Damacy,
new Katamari or the old
remastered
master?
in HD. That naughty king of all cosmos has made a mess, as he does, and now you better take
people are
control
stoked
of
for
the
this.
princess
Yeah, that's a good game for it.
Yeah.
Did we already know this was coming?
I think it was
all over the
rumored for the
place,
longest time or
all over
something.
stuff, until the gradually growing mass towers over buildings. The clump, or Katamari you roll,
Only
will
12 minutes
shine
in, Darby.
on as a beautiful star in
Yeah.
the sky. On Nintendo Switch,
Katamari's so
you can
weird.
enjoy the game's
I like
new
player
gyro
motion controls and gyro.
HD Rumble,
So why not?
and even multiple
Whatever, man.
battles by each using a Joy-Con controller.
How long ago was this game released?
Roll it till you reach the stars
It's been a
anytime,
long time. I
anywhere.
remember being a little kid
Katamari
playing that.
Damacy Reroll will launch winter 2018.
Nice.
Next, we have some more news for you.
Keep it
We've
coming.
got some details about Nintendo's new service called
Okay.
Nintendo Switch
Get this out of the way.
Online, including the launch date. You won't have to wait long.
We already know this.
The service will begin September 18th.
Not everyone knows this.
Maybe they know it
We
themselves.
prepared a video to show you what's offered with your Nintendo Switch Online membership. So please take a look.
More games, more features, more fun. Nintendo Switch
Thank
Online
God there's more fun.
I'm always up for more fun.
allow us to introduce 5 features included with your membership.
The last one.
It's a mystery.
Of course, you can play compatible games together online, even when you're far apart. Compete against players the world
Revolutionary.
over,
Yep, no one's ever done this before.
or team up for some great co-op action. There are so many ways to have fun. A variety of games are supported.
Don't even
So
have to
find
be
your
next to each
favorites
other.
and
before.
take them online.
I'm glad Overclick's on there.
Yeah.
That was the one Nintendo game, I think.
We definitely need to talk about the fact that they're being weird about the cloud
You can
save
even play
thing.
classic NES games anytime,
But at
anywhere
some point
on
it's not
Nintendo
here, probably.
Switch. Get lost in the gameplay, whether you're the boss or the little monster. For multiplayer games, each player can grab a Joy-Con controller,
Look at Bowser being a good dad.
so both of you can share in the fun.
Well,
NES games can also be played online. As they say, playing together long distance makes the heart grow fonder.
did they
Look
say that,
forward
Jeff? Can't
to
get
a
a fact
growing
check on if
library
they say
of
that.
NES games. Luigi knows that no matter how careful you try to be, something unexpected can happen. Accidents
I
can
don't
cause
think that
your
happened to
precious
Luigi.
save data to disappear.
Everything.
But help is on the way. With Nintendo Switch Online, game save data is automatically backed up in the cloud.
Only a year too
Even
late.
if your console breaks, your save data will be safe from harm.
Brian
Nintendo
Altano's
Switch
watching like,
Online
yeah, cool, thanks
also
guys.
connects with the smartphone app. With this app, you can voice chat with friends while playing certain games.
I was happy they're going
Backseat
through this
players
kind of
can
quickly.
also join in the conversation. That way, everyone's having fun.
This just feels like a weird
The
commercial in the
service even has the
90s
ability
telling
to
you
enhance
about
certain
what the
games
future's
by
going to be
connecting
like.
with
You're
them.
going to be
Like
able to
Splatnet 2.
talk to each other on a phone. Like,
Special
from
offers.
anywhere.
Will also receive special offers. What are they? We'll have more to announce in the future. More games, more features, more fun. Nintendo Switch Online.
So Darby,
The
we're
service begins
free
September
online and
18th.
3DS stuff. We got 20 minutes
Think
left.
about which plan is right
Sweet.
for you.
Or about 20 minutes left.
If your family has 2 or more accounts, you can save some money with the family membership.
How's it look? Well, we have one more thing we'd like to introduce. This Nintendo Entertainment System style controller works with NES games on Nintendo Switch. This one here is the left NES controller. And this
Those are
is the right
Joy-Cons.
NES controller.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
We created them so you can play NES games like the ones you saw in the video, just like old school gamers
they look like
did back in
Joy-Cons.
the
Do
day.
they, oh, yeah.
I saw the thing at the
Together
top.
with Nintendo Entertainment
Yeah, okay, I guess
System,
they do.
Nintendo
It looks a
Switch
lot like it.
Online.
They said left.
These
Yeah.
controllers wirelessly connect with Nintendo Switch. and you can charge
Yeah.
them
Yep,
by
yep.
simply attaching them to the console.
Okay, you use the really charge.
We hope
I
you
guess
enjoy
you
using
can't
these
play that
controllers
way,
to
though.
play this growing library of
$60.
classic NES games.
It's
For
always
more
like
details
that.
about Nintendo Switch Online, please check the official Nintendo website. Now, let's get back to some more Nintendo Switch games.
I just realized, what's Koizumi? Okay.
Hey Jeff, you excited? You stoked? You really excited, Jeff? Hey.
Man, even the easy allies are now down on it.
Your very own partner Pokemon in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Today, we want to share a couple things that you and your partner can enjoy in the upcoming game. During your adventure, you'll occasionally come across obstacles blocking your path. When you
But
do,
don't worry,
you
we'll
can
take
rely
them
on
out.
a secret technique to get past them. Secret techniques are special skills that only your partner Pikachu or Eevee can use in the wild.
Okay, so
Use them to chop down trees that
So they
stand
can
in your
do
way.
all of them? They
yeah,
can do like
they
every-
are the
Cross
H.
water. Or soar into the sky.
So this
Furthermore,
Pikachu's
only
just
partner
the one-stop
Pikachu or
shop
Eevee
for all
Yeah.
your...
have certain powerful moves for
I mean,
use in battle.
I'm not against that as long as
Plus,
they take
you
out
can
moves
pet your
and stuff
partner while
because
your Nintendo
it's just a
Switch
more
is in
cute way
handheld
to
mode.
do what they did
You
in
can change your partner's hairstyle
Sun and Moon.
depending
Yeah.
on how you use the touchscreen to pet it. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu.
No, this stuff I'm.
That's it?
Yeah, that kind of stuff I'm fine with it being the game. It's
alongside the Pokeball Plus
Yeah.
accessory.
not going to sell me on a game.
Look for 2 new bundles that will include a Nintendo Switch system
That is
with
pretty
Pikachu
cute.
and
Yeah.
Eevee-style Joy-Con controllers, one of these 2 Pokemon adventures, and the Pokeball Plus accessory.
I think it's only $100 more, which is a pretty good deal.
The gates to the burning hells will open on Nintendo Switch.
Gates
Of
of hell.
course, we're talking about Diablo 3, the dark fantasy adventure that may just consume your life both inside and outside the game world.
This would be super
The
fun
high
for us to
heavens
play.
to the burning
Yeah, and
hells.
Switch.
We'll explore the full story and the deadly world
And
of
then if-
Sanctuary.
And we wouldn't have to do the stupid thing where you have to stop and look at, wait
Yep.
for everyone to go through the menus if we all just
Play
had
as
it
a
on the
demon
Switch.
hunter,
I think I remember reading the
barbarian,
price was actually pretty good, but I can't remember.
Necromancer,
I imagine it'll say, maybe.
monk, or
They
wizard.
usually don't go over
Up to
the
3 friends online,
price for games.
offline via local co-op, or on a single console couch co-op style. You can even suit up in this Nintendo Switch exclusive
Yeah, I'm down.
transmog armor fit for the King of Evil.
I call
and
Ganondorf.
all
You
amiibo
know
figures
your
are
boy's going for
compatible,
some sort of rogue anyway.
allowing you to summon a group of challenging enemies overflowing with sparkling goodies.
Or Archer.
Diablo 3
I think I was an
Eternal
archer when we
Collection
played before.
invades Nintendo Switch
Yeah.
on November 2nd.
Sweet, sweet.
We're making this party
Hey.
super. We've souped up
Well,
the
they're
Mario
getting
Party
done with all the
series
games we already
tried
know
to
about,
play on
the
Nintendo
first party
Switch.
ones.
Shake the Joy-Con controller and get your body grooving in Soundstage. Or dive into the series' first 4-player
You know we're
co-op
doing
mode,
that. Some Wii
River
stuff.
These ones.
Survival. Bet you've never played anything like Toad's Rec Room.
I hope this
Overlay
ends up
connects
being
2
cool
systems.
and not just
Yeah.
like
Of course,
fun
the
for
4-player
2 times.
board game mode that fans love is back and full of new features. By rolling character-specific dice blocks with alternate numberings, you can make a game-changing comeback.
You got a star.
Every last
So you
minigame
can
is brand
pull
new.
some
all
BS.
80 of
Yeah,
them.
and if
Party
that
of
stuff is
one.
just 2 BS,
Check
we
out
don't
the
have to.
new
We can make a
single-player modes.
house rule
You can
saying you
play
don't
through a
just
series
use
of
normal
minigames
dice.
to complete specific tasks on Challenge Road. Compete against players around the world in the online.
Yeah, this is
Mario
one I
Kart
definitely want to
minigame
hear
mode and
impressions
more.
before.
Absolutely, yeah.
The festivities begin when
'Cause
I'm feeling pretty good about it
It's
so
been a
far.
while since they've had a like completely flawless
Yeah.
Mario
I think
Kart.
them rebranding it,
story in a village with a secret to hide.
them rebranding it as, okay, we know the
Game
last
Freak
couple.
presents a
Yeah.
brand new RPG.
Game Freak?
The story is set in a small
Weird.
village. Under the protection of a great castle, the settlement enjoyed lasting peace. That is, until the sudden appearance of monsters. Indeed, the entire story takes place in this one single village. Take up arms against invading monsters and strategically select from a variety of battle commands. When the situation calls for it, enlist the aid of fellow villagers to surmount powerful threats. What secret does the village harbor? Find out when town releases
Does
in
Game Freak
2019.
make non-Pokemon games?
Very rarely.
Cool.
Develop a city anytime, anywhere. The critically acclaimed city-building game Cities Skylines is coming to Nintendo Switch, which means there's a city in need of
Dory,
a
this is
new
everything
mayor.
so far.
You. And you've
I mean-
got some real moving and shaking to do if you
Yeah,
want to improve
I'm waiting
quality
for
of
the-
life, energize businesses,
Some of the big one more
and
things.
stimulate
Oh,
growth.
yeah.
Whether you're investing in roads and power lines, public
Not that it's been
facilities,
bad, but-
or transportation services. How the city develops is totally up to you. You're kind of a big deal. But in this
I
game,
figure that's how
sometimes
directs
it's the
normally go.
small
They have a
details that
lot of
stand out
different
most.
things. Not all
You
of
can
them are
watch
the
over
biggest
every
things.
single
yeah.
citizen's movements. What's more, both previously released downloadable content packs After Dark and Snowfall are included in the Nintendo Switch version. Flex your mayoral might at home or on the go.
Shadow
when
Drop.
City Skylines launches today.
Then you
on
can
Nintendo
get it
eShop.
right
Right
now.
A tale of belief, blood, and steel.
The
The
Damon.
moon has fallen.
Yep.
Ex Machina, yeah.
Now, the world and its inhabitants are on the brink of extinction in Damon X Machina.
Shadow Drop.
As a mercenary,
Already
you're
said it's
highly
coming out next year.
empowered suit
Pretty
called
sick.
an Arsenal. Face down runaway AI. As you defeat enemies during combat, you'll acquire their weapons and parts, which you can equip on the fly. If you haul acquired weapons back
Is
to the
this Switch
base,
exclusive?
they're added
Yes.
to your personal armory for use in future missions. Each
I figured
arsenal can
because
be
the
equipped
only
with
place I'd
multiple
seen it was
weapons.
Nintendo Directs.
By
Yeah.
changing between projectile and melee attacks,
They would be showing off like this if it was,
the
or
situation
probably
at
wouldn't
hand,
if it was
and gain the
not.
advantage for your side of the war. At any time during battle, you can exit your arsenal to explore the field on foot. You can make
Sounds
enhancements to strengthen your human form. and
Whoa,
your
is this
arsenal's
Cyberpunk,
abilities
Joe?
will be augmented
Yep.
as well.
I think this is
Up to
Cyberpunk.
4 players can join forces in
So-
online co-op.
CD Projekt Red's like, well, we gotta scrap it now.
Well, yep. Sorry guys. I guess we're just making Witcher 4.
Damon X Machina launches in 2019.
Damon X. Did you ever see the movie Ex
Big
Machina?
adventure in a miniature world
Wait,
of
what?
crafts.
Did you ever see the movie Ex Machina?
In a
think
world
so.
made of stuff
Pretty good.
like boxes and paper cups, Yoshi will leap up high, gobble enemies, and hustle on by. Many unusual obstacles litter the landscape. A well-placed
style.
egg could open a new pathway. You could turn
Hmm. Like
the stage
Woolly's
on its
World,
head,
but different.
or flip the perspective. Explore every nook and cranny to track down hidden collectibles and make it to the goal.
It's a jolly game.
Yep.
Along the way, wait, what? You can play the
Reason.
course backwards? Guess a change in outlook really can show you a whole different side of the world. The flip side. Know any would-be Yoshis?
Hey, Little
Then
Big,
pass a Joy-Con
Little Big
controller
Planet.
to a friend.
E.
There's plenty to love on all sides of this crafty world. Right, Yoshi?
Even Yoshi's Crafty World would have been better, but Yoshi's Crafted World is a
releases
little
in
strange.
Spring 2019. Tabletop gaming is a perfect fit for Nintendo Switch. And to prove it, Asmodee Digital, a leader in card and board games, is bringing full adaptations of best-selling tabletop games to the system. Build a medieval world in a full adaptation of the award-winning Carcassonne, complete with 3D maps, solo mode, 4-player local multiplayer, and the game's famous expansions available as paid DLC. Whether you play alone or alongside a second player, forge a powerful deck and a fellowship of 3 to face the forces of Sauron in each story-driven quest of The Lord of the Rings: The Living Card Game. Stop the spread of 4 diseases and cure them all on your own or in local 4-player multiplayer with Pandemic. Plus, it's individually priced DLC based on popular expansions. Thanks to Asmodee, this is just the beginning for tabletop gaming on Nintendo Switch. In addition to these titles, we can also confirm that even more is on the way, including one of the most popular board games
Catan.
ever, Catan, and a dungeon crawler based on
Munchkin.
Steve Jackson's iconic card game, Munchkin. Stay tuned.
You nerds.
All great creations, even nations, begin with a spark.
Sith.
Yeah. Very, very, very interested to see how this plays on Switch. If it controls well on Switch, then this will be perfect. But, like, Civ is very, very much a PC game. There's a reason why it hasn't really made the jump. But again, if they can nail it, then the
Yep.
Switch is the perfect platform.
This would have been cool if it wasn't already leaked beforehand. or announced beforehand.
This is a very big deal.
Yeah.
When just the way that Civilization already, like, it eats up your night because it's so addicting.
And turn friends into the Power Elite with exclusive 4-player local multiplayer.
Oh, that would be sick.
Wait, what was
Civilization 6
Doing
November 6th.
doing the multiplayer with each other on your Switches and stuff. Making
Don't
moves.
get too cocky, Star Fox. Playtime is over in Starlink. This interplanetary adventure will push you and Fox McCloud to your limits.
Let's be honest here. You guys need all the help you can get.
Peppy, Falco, and Slippy will provide much-needed backup in the new Nintendo Switch exclusive missions found only in Starlink Battle for Atlas.
Star Fox, form up on me.
Falco here. I got you covered.
It's time to lock on, do a barrel roll, and save the Atlas star system, no matter who threatens to stop you.
Nice.
Never thought I'd miss the food on Corneria.
Mix and match parts on your own R-Wing when Starlink Battle for Atlas takes flight October 16th.
How much time we got?
7 minutes.
2 more great RPGs are coming to Nintendo Switch this fall. The World Ends With You Final Remix features an all-new story segment called A New Day, which contains a remixed map of Shibuya, so you'll really have to scramble to escape the area or face erasure. New monsters will appear as well, and so will the Reaper, Coco. The World Ends With You Final Remix launches October 12th.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we knew
Before
that, right?
then,
Did we? Okay.
guide a
Yeah,
group
I
of
think this
legendary
just came
warriors
out.
on a journey through the tragic history that doomed a kingdom and drove a hero down a dark path 500 years before the events of the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 game. Defend yourself from Malos and his forces using all the fury of this refined battle system, allowing you to fight as both the artificial life forms known as blades and their masters, the drivers. Newcomers will have the perfect place to start when Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna, the Golden Country launches September 21st. Owners of the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 expansion pass can download this new content tomorrow. That's a week early.
A week
There's
early,
tons in
Jeff.
store on Nintendo Switch.
Do you
and
have
even
that
more
pass?
in store for the future. Join more than 38 million players for free-to-play co-op Space Ninja action when Warframe launches November 20th.
Might not be getting
Get down
smashed
to
already.
Camila
Could be this and
Cabello,
then.
Bruno Mars, Cardi B,
Think
and
I'm
more
right.
anytime,
We'll see, though.
anywhere
Could be
in
the one
Just
more
Dance
thing.
2019 on October 23rd. FIFA 19 is fast approaching, and you can
Yeah, if I
pre-purchase
didn't
it
say it on
Nintendo eShop
camera,
tomorrow, so you won't miss the ball
like
when it launches September
for a
28th.
long time before we turned on the
Speaking of
cameras, I was
fast,
telling Jeff
race
that I
as a
would not
team
be
and
surprised
win
if
as
there
a
was
team
no
in
Smash.
Team Sonic Racing
And Jeff said that
launches
he
this
would be
winter.
surprised. We'll see. Still could
The
easily
highest
happen.
rated basketball simulation franchise is back. NBA 2K19 is
It'd be the
available
first
now
time in a
on
long
Nintendo
time that they're
Switch.
promoting new Smash they do not
And
show a
get
character in
ready
the
to jam
direct.
in the sequel to the smash hit NBA Arcade
I mean,
game.
I just don't think there's going to be as many new
NBA
characters, period, in this.
Oh, I know, but we still don't have much
Smash, so
time, and this is a much shorter thing, so even with the less amount of characters.
I mean, the game is in December, not November. I mean, I think there's still time.
The all-new Lego DC supervillains on October 16th.
Like, I think
Final
we're
Fantasy comes to Nintendo Switch. Kupo.
which Final Fantasies?
Oh, yeah. This one's supposed to be announced here.
Yeah. Put the other, like
15
7 and
years
6
after
and
its
stuff,
debut,
you cowards.
The co-op action RPG Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is being remastered for Nintendo Switch. With the new online multiplayer mode, you and your friends can connect and
I just think
adventure
we're
together.
closer to
No link
having
kit
all the
required.
characters announced
On
than
top
maybe
of
some
that,
people think we
there
are.
are new areas.
But even
inside
then, let's
dungeons,
say there's
so
4
even
more.
returning fans can explore
Still
the
makes sense to
unknown.
announce one here.
That could
Final
be one
Fantasy
direct
Crystal Chronicles
in
Remastered
October.
Edition will launch in 2019. Way before then, players can experience the entire world and story of the latest entry in the core series. That's right.
This is still a
Final
weird
Fantasy
thing that
15
happened.
Pocket Edition
Yeah.
HD launches later today
Just
on
remade
Nintendo
the whole
eShop
game in
at
TV form.
introductory
It's
price.
really strange.
A leveled up version of World of Final Fantasy is also on the way. This title includes a new feature called Avatar Change, which allows you to transform into legendary characters.
You know, when this game
from
was
across
first
the
announced,
series'
you know what
storied
was
history.
announced right after it?
7.
Many fan favorites will show up in the world of Final Fantasy Maxima when it releases on November 6th. In addition, more Chocobo's Dungeon is on the way. 2007's Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo's Dungeon returns in superior fashion. Now, you can befriend all the monsters. Also, by sharing Joy-Con controllers, you can play cooperatively as well. Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon, Everybody, launches this winter. Final Fantasy XII is coming to the Nintendo system for the first time. Its real-time
Kinda wish I didn't buy it on PS4.
in the series, offering the ultimate in both freedom and strategy. This remaster comes loaded with a host of extra features.
Damn it, I don't want to buy it twice.
That
would be stupid.
There's much to discover in the expansive world.
Nice. But on the go sounds nice.
On the go. Final Fantasy XII.
Nintendo, why didn't you tell me that?
In 2019.
Well, it's not even. It's not.
Which reminds me. Later on,
hey!
You'll also be able to enjoy.
I guess I'm buying it again.
And 9 and 8.
Hey!
And 10.
Whoa.
10 too. Okay.
Final Fantasy VII, 9, and 10.
Sweet.
Remaster.
Oh, it wasn't in there.
Nintendo Switch in 2019.
Sweet.
Poor 8.
Sweet. Yeah. Yeah, that's like.
Here's a bundle for the ultimate fan.
It's literally just shoving it in eight
Smash
fans'
Brothers
face.
series. Check this thing out.
Well, they are like talking about Smash towards the end here, so.
A hardware bundle for Super Smash Brothers Ultimate is on the way.
Well, this could just be leading into the Smash character. Animal Crossing might be wrong.
Designed dock features fighters from the original Super Smash Brothers game. And of course, the set also includes a download code for Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. There's no better way to show your love for the game.
What about the Joy-Con stuff?
I'm glad 7's coming to Switch.
And the set also packs in something you'll want to get
I just bought it on PC not long ago. It was on sale, so.
Man, I owe that. That game's given me so much enjoyment in my life. I'm okay with.
I'll probably just get it on Switch because I got it for a sale anyway.
Yeah. Oh, you know I'm gonna buy it. Yeah, that'll be. I bought it PS3, PS4, PC, and that'll be the fourth time I buy it.
Controller adapter and GameCube controller Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Edition while supplies last. That's all the headlines for Nintendo Switch.
Well, one more thing. They're not gonna end it on a Smash.
Thank you all for watching. We have a bit more to show you. So, please stick around.
Last shot. Who is it, Jeff?
I guess Incineroar, if it's Smash.
Probably Incineroar.
This could be Animal Crossing. It's Isabelle.
So this is probably the game. This might be Animal Crossing the game, not Smash Bros. Or both.
I bet it's Smash.
Keep going.
Smash.
So is it a pro moveset or is it?
It has to be if they're doing all trailer.
Yeah, I would feel like so too.
A lot of people knew about this trailer and thought it was just a new Animal Crossing.
Could be. Could have been.
Okay. Yep.
Some different stuff.
Yep.
Nice. Oh, can you make people stop?
No, I think that was just
yeah, it was probably just a skit, but that would be funny. Oh.
No. Wait, is Tom Nook gonna be an Echo?
Maybe. He must be.
Oh, wait. Are they about to announce
Maybe.
Animal Crossing?
Maybe. Yep.
Yep. Nice. I think that's like the first time they directly announced Smash in a game, like connected it in that way.
Conjunction with each other, yeah. They actually addressed it.
Yep.
So,
that is it.
Alright, that is it. I figured so. Alright. Well, we did
Got
it.
a lot. I want to see exactly what Isabelle. It looks like a newcomer, but I saw a couple like villager type moves in there.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to have a little discussion through it? It's probably a little too long to just like go straight through it, but we can skip around some if you want to look at it.
Okay.
And you can get your notes and stuff together.
Well, Animal Crossing 2019, isn't it? Oh, I guess we're at the end.
Let me make sure this is muted, but you can talk.
Okay, I guess we'll start with the beginning. Luigi's Mansion 3 was announced.
Yes.
For a 2019 release date for Switch.
Which, it was surprising. It was really cool. I'm sure that whenever people were like, come on, where's the Switch? Why are you doing this for 3DS? They had to sit there and be like, okay, just give us a little bit. Give us a little bit. But, yeah, I'm glad people are going to be very happy about that.
Yep, I'm happy about it.
I'm wondering what a modern 3D's, Luigi's Mansion looks like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm wondering, what do you do exactly? Do you, like, change much? And, you know.
There's probably some... Again, I played the original Luigi's Mansion, but I did that when I was young.
Yeah.
So I have trouble remembering it, so... There's probably maybe a couple new things...
Probably.
That people are able to tell, that make people tell right away that, hey, this is a new game that we didn't catch on, especially since our stream quality was not great. Now looking at this again, it looks a little more...
it doesn't have that grainy 3DS thing to it.
And this is exactly like a high quality AAA game, so it makes it doesn't look as up to like main Mario game.
But this could be a very cute game. A lot of fun for sure.
And this is something people are wanting for a long time. And the sequel was on 3DS, so we're getting a console thing, but you can still do it on handheld. And Resetter is down. I did see something though. It said 2019 there. The Resetter Fred. I saw the title, but I was going to double check. It said winter 2019 for Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, that's a long time.
I don't know if that's right though.
Yeah,
so.
I hope that's not right.
Going into it, they go into 3DS titles. They do Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn, which, cool.
Yeah,
people enjoyed this game enough, and it makes sense for a game to port to 3DS.
Right. So it's just some more extra content.
Yep.
With it.
And I guess it kind of makes sense why I may not put this on Switch, because we just got the Kirby game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're kind of getting the Yoshi game to have a cute, artsy, like, platformer. So.
I agree. It's... Yeah, I haven't really played a Kirby game since I was a little kid.
Yeah. Next thing, Mario and Luigi's Bowser Inside Story, and then added on Bowser Jr.'s Journey, coming out January 11th.
Yep.
We knew about this game. I think they teased at the Bowser Jr. stuff, but they officially announced it. So that's cool.
Cool.
Makes sense. Next thing, they went on to talk about Luigi's Mansion on 3DS. I think the only thing really new there was the 2-player mode, which is cool.
Yeah.
And makes you think, okay, that's probably going to be in 3.
Probably. I would imagine probably.
They'll save that for later. That's no need to show that. Then they showed Yokai Watch Blasters. We got nothing to say about that.
Whatever.
Then they had the Splatoon 2 thing, and then they hit it. They said 100 times Turf War thing, and just showed it really quickly.
We can look at it again. I don't really know if it means anything. I think it might just be a Splatoon thing, just like using, weird extravagant things. Was it around here?
100 times battle. Like, it was just really quick. I want to know what that is.
Ink the most turf.
That's Turf War just in general.
Yeah. No, I was just reading it, but
yeah.
Maybe it's the numbers are different or something, or like you shoot faster or something, like twice as fast. I don't know.
We'll look at that, and when we do the podcast, I'll briefly discuss it.
Yeah, we'll have more like concrete things then.
Yeah. We should do that as a quick.
But some of the new stuff looked cool. There's a weird Super Saiyan.
No, I like what I'm saying. I want to play more Splatoon.
No,
I need to play the Octo expansion as well, which has been great.
Yeah, I really want to get back in.
Octo expansion is surprisingly difficult, man. It's hard. The next thing, real quick, they talk about Mega Man 11.
Yeah.
Which saying it was already technically announced. They have a demo on Switch and everything else.
So cool.
And we talked about the release date. It's like October 2nd.
Where are you at with Mega Man 11? Didn't you play some of the older ones?
Yeah, I played some of them. Though as far as my Mega Man stuff, I mainly played the Battle Network games, which are completely different than this. They weren't platformers.
Okay.
They're more like kind of turn-based battle things.
Weird. I don't even know if I know this.
You probably would recognize the Mega Man if I showed it to you. Like, I played it a lot on Game Boy and DS and stuff.
What's the chance of you getting this?
If I'm going to be honest, it's probably something I don't get anytime soon. Because I got the Mega Man collections.
Yeah. Way more Mega Man than you could probably ever hope to play.
Yep.
Guess the stream might have went down.
Yeah, I guess just... Okay, then let's go on to the next thing.
We can just talk about it.
Yeah.
We can just talk about it.
Okay. You can try to maybe see if they make it his own thing. It's just why we're talking. Talk about Mario Tennis Aces. Talked about Birdo, Shy Guy, Paratroopa, and PD Piranha's playable character.
Which is cool. I like the trend of them just like... They keep like digging into the well for
making cool
Aces things, and it's like, yeah, why not?
Etika's not gonna be happy.
Why not?
Because no, just in general, because he has the Nintendo Direct and then the Dragon Ball there.
Okay.
Do you know who Etika is?
No.
He's a guy who does reaction videos. He's famous for that.
I probably do then.
Yeah, the black guy with the...
He just like purposely destroys everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's an act. He has fun or whatever, but it's an act.
Okay, but anyway, talk about a co-op challenge mode thing. That's not something we're gonna do that often. We're gonna try it out because it's free.
Right. Once. But I mean, like most of the just playing the tennis game stuff, like content in Mario Aces, has not inspired me to like immediately think it's going to be good. Because the story mode is pretty bad in Aces, so whatever.
Core gameplay is great though, so.
Oh yeah, I love. I mean, this is coming from someone who loves the game. It was like a big surprise for me this year, but the story mode is garbage.
And version 2 for Mario Tennis comes out September 19th.
Okay.
So, then they talk about Arcade Classics, which had a whole bunch of beat 'em up things. Capcom beat 'em up classic things. How it's going to have online comes out next week, September 18th.
Yep.
That's cool. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe was announced for January 11th.
Yes.
Another Wii U port. Cross another one off.
Yep. And we're really getting down the list now.
Yep.
There's another one that everyone says was really, really good, but not many people played.
No, it actually sold really well.
Did it? Or
okay. 2D Mario games secretly sell very well.
Yeah.
Much better than the 3D versions.
Did 3D Land not sell really well?
I think 3D World sold like 5 million copies or something.
Then people just lie to me, Jeff. I guess people just lie.
Yeah. I'm interested in this because I did not play this one. And as it'd be fun to have on the Switch.
Yeah. Again, I can't get excited. I'm sorry. It's just like there's too many good games.
Never mind. Cross that out. It comes out in January.
That
already has Tales of Vesperia, No More Heroes, Resident Evil, and Kingdom Hearts. Sorry, Mario.
That's a very bad time.
That's like the worst month for me after this month.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all the next game I'm looking forward to. Moving on. Katamari Damacy Reroll coming out winter of this year.
Great game for a Switch.
Yep.
Great game for the Switch.
Yep. I can't remember if this was leaked or what, but people expected, I remember. Or if it was maybe a port that was already announced for, like, PS4 and stuff. I'm not sure.
There we go.
But
maybe, but it seems like one of those that it just makes sense.
Yeah, indeed. Next thing they go into the online a little bit. Not really anything new. It comes out September 18th, what they already announced. They showed the NES games, which...
Well, I mean, like, there's... Again, they have not been very, like, loud about this stuff. Like, we know because we follow all this, but I bet a lot of people are just like, so there's an online service? What is it exactly? So, like, they had to go over it here. Yeah. They had to, like, it's coming out in, like, how long? Like, not long at all.
Next week.
Like, yeah. Like, they had to
no, I get it. Yeah. I get it. I think people are going to be disappointed with how they didn't really show anything new, but... I guess the main thing, they can get a little more information with the cloud saves.
I do definitely, like, I think it's something that, like, once it's there and it slowly builds on and they start adding things onto it and everything, it won't really matter. But I do think the messaging has been a little weird with this whole thing, just because we've known about it in vague terms for a long time, but they'll never really say anything, and it's like, it's coming in September-ish, and then we're like into September, and it's like they wait until like the week before. There's just been a bunch of weird things about it, and the cloud stuff, I haven't, like, to be fair, I haven't completely like looked into a lot of it, but there's been like controversy about how there's like certain games and even big games like Splatoon 2, the cloud stuff like can't work at all, and there's been other games like third-party games where they said that it can't work because of like cheating and stuff, where they work on Xbox and PlayStation with no problem, and there's no issue there. So I don't know the specifics of it, but it kind of seems like that argument falls out of the water when your competitors are literally right there doing like having like cloud saves. And what's like, it's kind of like, what's the point in cloud saves if I can't save all my games? It's like, I don't know. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. Because, like, Nintendo was the only, that I know of, the only console where if I break my console, all my stuff is gone. It's the only one, and that's a problem in 2018.
Yeah.
So.
Not be problem much longer, Darby. At least generally.
Well, but it's a case-by-case basis. It sounds like there's certain games where it is going to be a problem. And it kind of sucks. So.
Then they announced the NES controller things.
Those are cool.
Yeah, they get a pack of 2. You can use them, not really as Joy-Cons, but you can hook them to your Switch to charge them. $59.99. That probably killed it for a lot of people right there. They're probably like,
Nope.
Next, they talk about Pokemon. They didn't really go into much, just some visual stuff.
Very
you can
small
chew the
things.
hair.
Yeah.
They announced that instead of HMs or the ride Pokemon they used in Sun and Moon, Pikachu and Eevee do everything, and that Pikachu and Eevee get special moves to make up for the fact that they stay at their level and they're limited normally. So Eevee uses moves that Vaporeon, Flareon, and Jolteon would use. At least one
consolidating everything into these 2.
Yep. So that's cool, but doesn't change my problems with the game. Next thing, Diablo 3 coming out November 2nd, I think it was.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yep.
It was sometime the first week in November. Yeah, another awesome game for Switch. I'm really excited to maybe play that with you guys. Like, that's going to be a really fun game if you have a group of people who all have Switches.
And I think I mentioned during the broadcast, I think the price isn't bad. I think I want to say it's like 40 max.
Yeah, I should probably, I can look into it. But, yeah.
So that'd be cool.
If the price is good, then...
then they talk about Super Mario Party briefly, where they kind of briefly announced a new mode where you use motion controls to do like little dance things.
Yeah.
Which would be dumb fun for at least one time.
Yes.
So that stuff's cool. I think they're still showing the right things. Stuff there's fine. Still, I want to see impressions for it. I guess we can do that again. Boop, 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 boop. Oh yeah, they also announced, I guess, showed off the Pokemon Switch version. Just looks cool.
Hey Jeff.
What?
$60.
Oh dang! What I see 40.
Everything I've seen says $60.
Okay, never mind. That changes things. Yeah, Super Mario Party looks cool. Looks cool.
Yes, it's obviously like we've been saying.
About... time to shine this little dance thing. Because why not?
As we've been saying with Super Mario Party for a long time, ever since it was announced, we've been. I mean, like this game has a chance to be like really cool and a really good Mario Party to play, and then it also has a chance to, these mini games wear out their welcome very fast. A lot of these gimmicks are too much. I can see this going either way, and it's absolutely something I'm going to be having to wait and base a lot of it off of what people say. But I do like the branding of just like Super Mario Party, and it's like it is Super Mario Party.
Yep.
And it's almost like a Mario Tennis Aces type deal where I think they know that they messed up, so they're having to kind of like, fix their problems.
I agree. Okay, next game is Town, which is from Game Freak. And Town is a working title.
And, I mean, anyone who doesn't know, Game Freak is the Pokemon people.
Yep.
The company that makes Pokemon.
Yep, they sometimes make games that aren't Pokemon because they don't own Pokemon. They just, at least I don't think so. At least not completely. Pokemon Company and stuff like that. But, Further Rings, this looks
interesting. Yeah. It's like some Ni no Kuni type art style vibes to it. I can't exactly tell. Like, it's obviously turn-based in some way, but it's a little weird angle. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's interesting to see Game Freak on something that's not Pokemon.
Definitely
happens often.
It looks neat to be interesting here. It comes out in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And next thing is City Skylines, which is one of those city building things. Yeah. Apparently, it's a very popular one. We have no opinions on that. But it looks neat, and again, it's one of those things I can tell looking at Switch will be good for it. It looks
very good portable thing, and Shadow Drop, which was cool.
Yep, Shadow Drop, you got it, Darby. Next thing, let's see.
Damon Ex Machina.
Yep.
Is it Damon Machina or Damon Ex Machina? Yeah, it's Damon Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am interested in this game.
Yeah, every time I see it, I'm like, yeah.
It looks like it'll be a
cool
fun
mech game.
Yep.
I hope it turns out.
Nothing they've shown right now is bad or worrying. It just looks neat.
Yes.
Mech designs are cool, and I like how you can get out, and I'm interested to see how exactly that works.
Yeah.
Like in the metal battle, and how you can make your guy
These
more
type
robotic.
of games, I just always worry about this premise staying fun for an entire game.
Yeah.
Like, this not overstaying its welcome with the, after a while, it's like, okay, I can only, like, fight in this mech so many different ways, like, the lack of freedom with that. But we'll see. I hope it's a shorter game, but we'll see.
Let's see. Next thing is Yoshi's Crafted World title officially announced. And honestly, I'm going to be honest right here. I don't expect myself to get this game probably, but this is probably the best showing of the game.
Yeah.
We've seen so far.
I think
like, the world design, they showed a lot more about it in just kind of like gameplay variety.
I agree.
It's like by far the best they've shown off in the game.
It seems like they have a lot of like cool creative ideas. It kind of is like continuing that Yoshi feel of it's a very like chill zen game. It's not going to be hard, and it's honestly really not even meant for adults. But I mean, some adults will play it and great, more powerful to them. But it's like,
and this is multiplayer, so it's one of those things like
you can play with your kids.
Exactly,
for sure. It's going to be perfect. Yeah. I mean, it's
like a jolly, relaxing good time.
Yep. Like I won't harp on it too much, but like I do think Yoshi's Crafted World is a pretty strange name, but whatever.
Yep. Let's see. Next thing is Asmo Digital announcing tabletop game for Switch.
Yeah, I don't really care, but cool for them. Cool for people who are interested. I mean, it was a bunch of like old school tabletop games, including like Catan and stuff. Is what it is. But this one's a lot more interesting to me.
Civilization 6 was announced. It was supposed to be announced last week when the direct was originally done. They announced it afterwards.
Yeah.
Because I think they might have announced it for the other system.
Well, obviously, we've yet to be able to talk about it here, and it's the first time we saw it. Like, very interesting. Like I was saying during our conversation, if the controls work, the controls feel good on the Switch, this could be huge. Because, this type of game would be perfect for having, I'm just going to do a turn or two on my game on the Switch just while I'm waiting for the bus or something. It'd be great for that. But Civ is very, very much a PC game, and its controls are very much geared towards mouse and keyboard. And I really hope that, I wouldn't think that they would do this if they didn't know what they were doing with it, but
but people are excited for this one.
That could be super exciting. I mean,
comes out November 16th.
I would potentially pick it up depending on price and stuff because I got really into Civ 5. I haven't even played Civ 6, so
let's see. Moving on. Starlink. They went over the more of the Star Fox stuff. They've announced Falco, Peppy, and Slippy are more involved recently outside of things. They said they're going to have exclusive missions in it, pretty much showing, hey, if you have any other system, Switch is the best one to get Starlink because you get all this extra stuff.
Yeah.
And like, hey, do you guys want what looks to be a good solid Star Fox game? Here you go.
This is the closest you're gonna get.
This looks fine.
It does.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's good. And they teased or showed that Wolf is going to be in it.
I wonder how long this stuff is, since it's just basically just side missions.
I can see it being longer than you potentially think, just because I think Ubisoft knows that this is where it's gonna if Starlink's going to sell best on anything, it'd be on Switch anyway. Add the Star Fox in there. Let's just make these people want to buy it. And maybe let's go back a little more. I can
stop it.
Okay. Potential theory. Maybe this is a little way to show on Nintendo. It's like, hey guys, we can make a good Star Fox game.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, someone needs to pitch that to Nintendo, or they're just gonna let it die because they're probably gun shy after.
I mean,
Zero.
I haven't seen people frothing at the mouth for Starlink, but people are more excited for Starlink than they ever were Star Fox Zero.
I mean, this does look more. I mean, again, this is just could be cherry picked. Shots of the ship going to make it look really cool, and you might get there and it's just a 45-minute or an hour mission or something. But this does look more meaty than I got the feeling from the E3 thing. I don't know about you, but I got the feeling of it it's cool to have Star Fox, but it's almost just a little tiny thing. And people are making it into oh my gosh. I'm okay, it's not really.
No, I agree with you. Our thing was at the time, we're that's really cool, and that just shows the continuation of Ubisoft. But yeah, this is good showing, hey, and it makes sense maybe announcing it later, especially closer to launch, that, hey, there is more than just Star Fox being in the game. You get exclusive missions with Star Fox Crew and Wolf in it.
Well, I wouldn't have expected that they had more character reveals, basically, after E3. I wouldn't have expected that. So that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
They're at least setting it up like it might be something, At the very least, if you were going to get this game for your kid anyway and you have a Switch, you'd be stupid to not get this on Switch.
No. I mean, from Nintendo's point of view, this is smart because it's gets you more... people talk about Star Fox more, and it makes it so, your system is the one to play this game on, just from a content standpoint.
Definitively, yeah.
And now we get into some JRPG stuff. The World Ends With You coming out October 14th, I think.
Where are you at on this? Because I know you were interested in it.
I want to play this game just from everyone I know who says it's one of their favorites of all time and everything. It sounds like it'd be for me, but problem is there's so many games.
Yeah.
I'll be keeping looking into it, and if I do have potentially, I'm done with things by then.
The urge comes upon you.
It's there.
Yeah.
But the problem is also this, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna, whatever, which is pretty much its own game. I think it's supposed to be 30 hours or something. It's a $40 game or something.
Jeez.
It's pretty much its own game. It comes out in a week. So
it's some Witcher expansions here.
Yeah, exactly. So then we get into a little montage with a bunch of random stuff in it. I don't think there was anything we're crazy into.
Oh, yeah. I know people like Warframe a lot. I don't know if it was
Just Dance. Yep, show that off. It's going to sell.
Oh, yeah.
FIFA, yeah.
I honestly zoned out from FIFA.
Team Sonic Racing, that does not looking that great. NBA 2K19, yeah. NBA 2K Playgrounds, yeah. Lego DC Supervillains, that looks like the best game of the bunch. Probably. Then we get in...
First, yeah.
It was already announced, supposed to be announced here. It was announced at the PlayStation TGS thing. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. It's coming out next year. Yeah, remastered. Going to have an online mode.
Yes.
People really like this game, and it seems like it'll be a good place to play it, because I was reminded of it, I can't remember, I can't remember who was talking about it. It might have been Game Explain in their direct thing. They were talking about you needed to hook up Game Boys to play this game multiplayer and stuff, to use that as controllers. You couldn't use it with, I don't know. It was weird. So Switch makes sense.
A lot more ease of use now. Yeah.
Then we get into some... Oh, wait. Well, we got Final Fantasy Pocket Edition HD. World of Final Fantasy Maxima, which, honestly, I heard good things, solid things about that game.
There's a 0% chance I
Yeah,
get
probably.
it, but I understand.
Yeah.
I hope other people enjoy it. I just can't. But
And World of Chocobo, people enjoy those games. Awesome. Now,
the real Final Fantasy.
the real crazy news. Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. Darby, how tempted are you to just...
Very. And, like, I know it's not going to be cheap. Like, it's going to be, like, $40 probably.
Not 60.
I think it was 40 on PlayStation. I think. But
Switch text, though.
Yeah, Switch tax. I don't know. I should probably not because I didn't even like get all the way through the PlayStation one. But
More reason to get it on Switch, though. You know?
I know. Like,
Or just to have, because it... And then we get into the craziness, and people are probably like... because I saw something in Final Fantasy 8. I'm not familiar with 9 and 8, but Final Fantasy 7, 9, 10, and 10-2 all announced for Switch for next year. And where is 8?
Awesome.
Poor 8.
I really, really feel sorry for 8 fans because they really get shafted.
I mentioned it during the
because when you just look at this, it's just so obvious how much they're just.
What also sucks, I have an unopened package of Final Fantasy X HD.
Oh, you never even opened it?
No, because there's one thing I got it for Black Friday for like $15.
Yeah,
it's like I just want to have this.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could have let you borrow the one that I had.
I just wanted a copy.
Yeah, I understand.
But I bought Final Fantasy 7 on a Steam sale and got practically not even an hour into it, or an hour.
Okay.
So what I'm getting at is, unless it's like crazy price, I'm gonna probably get 7 on Switch.
Heck yeah.
But
wait, no. This is yet another thing that's gonna kick the can down the road for Final Fantasy VII for you. I don't like it. It's just the can keeps getting kicked down the road.
No, Darby. Honestly, this actually means I'm probably gonna play it sooner. I'm just being honest.
But this is in 2019.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay,
that's what I mean. Is that now you're gonna be waiting for the Switch edition and stuff.
You're right. Yeah, you're.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna
get on the Steam version anytime soon, like fully. Well, anyway, I got Dragon Quest to play.
I understand. I'm just saying that there's always something.
Yep. And I'll probably end up. 9's one of those games I feel like I've had to play, and now that's the version I'm gonna get.
Oh yeah. I have 9 for the PS3, and I'm never gonna go back to my PS3 and play that. How many times am I gonna buy all these games?
I don't know. I think Jonah from Game Explain, who's also a mod on Resetera, predicted this. I'm starting to wonder if he had insider information because he nailed it. He might have said 8, but I wasn't sure.
But I mean, granted, these are kind of like some of the more obvious ones. If you're gonna take it from this
but the fact
generation
it was
of
being
Final Fantasy.
announced in this direct.
Yeah. I mean, like, I was talking about this with someone the other day. They was like, I really want Final Fantasy VII on the Switch, which is stupid. I've played that game so many times. I don't need it on more things, but I'm gonna buy it. I promise you I'm gonna buy it.
So right now,
but having it on the go will be.
I just had a funny thought, and
even if I just never play my Switch version of Final Fantasy VII, I'm gonna buy that game anytime it comes on the system
and have it just downloaded on there
because I want to have it, and I love replaying games so much, and it's my favorite game of all time. It's gonna happen. 12 is just like, how far does my insanity go?
Very insane. I can see you being depending when it comes out. Like if it comes out in the summer again, the summer drought again, I can see you being like, okay.
but I did make it like 30 hours into the PlayStation one, but I don't know. We'll see.
But Darby, now excluding 8 and the MMOs, all Final Fantasy mainline games are on
Switch.
Or not Switch, but Nintendo things. Now there's a little asterisk for 15, I know, but just go with it. You can still play the whole game.
In addition.
Yeah.
You can play in addition.
So this is a really cool announcement that probably got people really hyped.
Super cool. And this was honestly the part of the direct where I was starting to lose interest, and this just kind of like shut me back up. I was like, woo, let's go.
I like the little Final Fantasy thing. And now we get into some good stuff to talk about, Darby.
Yes.
We got a little Smash bundle, which looks neat, but I'm not going to get... Now there's something... Is the audio playing?
No.
Okay. There's something weird they said. They say it comes with a game. I think they said, full game download, but it comes out a month early. I assume that means you just get a download code.
It says download, so your code probably doesn't work
for a month. So that's kind of weird.
There's no way they're giving people
the
game a month early. But yeah,
it's just weird.
Yeah, but
the next thing was we were kind of confused about. I love this. They show Isabelle franticing around and stuff like, is this new Animal Crossing?
And that's what we were
saying. I got the Smash pretty quickly. It's like, no, this seems like a Smash trailer. But, like, a little tease and stuff. Like, then she talks about it. Like,
And we maybe should have known the not actual gameplay footage.
No, I saw that. It's like, it's probably Smash, but, just in case.
Yeah.
Because,
But I love Nintendo because they had us sitting here like, is it Smash? Is it new Animal Crossing? Oh, nope, it's Smash. Okay, that's cool. And then it ends up being both. It's like, oh, God.
Yep. Oh, yeah. And I went to the Smash site, and they do have Isabelle as unique character.
Yeah, okay.
Because, look at the moveset, we'll dive deeper. We'll
pretty,
watch it multiple times.
It was pretty obvious that it was, it's similar,
but
it's...
It looked like there was some moves that carried over,
yeah,
but...
a similar theme, obviously, because it's Animal Crossing, but...
Yeah. But it has enough unique moves there to...
Yeah, and obviously neither me and Jeff are Animal Crossing people, but we understand how big this is and how much...
And Isabelle is, like... arguably the most popular Nintendo character at this point that was not a playable character.
Yeah. So it just makes sense. Also, but I can, even though I'm not a big Animal Crossing person, I can, like, look at this from just a reveal standpoint and be like, this is once again just Sakurai and just the entire team with Smash Bros. Like, absolutely and just Nintendo in general knows what their audience, like, is talking about and what they're thinking because of this reveal they knew that the two biggest things you're looking at is Isabelle and Smash and Animal Crossing, for the Switch. And I love the subverted expectation because you were going to be fine with either one, but it's like...
Well, some people wouldn't.
We would have been fine with either one. Yeah.
But then they do this, and I'm like, wait, are they adding Tom Nook as an Echo Fire, which would be dope because that's who I would want to use at Animal Crossing to troll people.
Of course you would.
Tom Nook and me. But I love this, that they did this, talking about Tom Nook's like, oh, Isabelle joined the fight, blah, blah, and it's like, oh, we gotta make sure everything's ready for them to come back, then Animal Crossing 2019, that's just perfect.
Yeah, it was pretty great. Animal Crossing 2019. So, and that was the Direct.
We got a Smash character, Darby.
We got the Smash character.
I was like, when they got to the Final Fantasy thing, and then Times Runner is like, are we gonna have time for Animal Crossing? And, like, it's going to be Smash or Animal Crossing. Yeah. It didn't really cross my mind doing both because they normally don't do that, but this is...
And it also helped that they didn't show any of Animal Crossing, obviously. It was just the title screen, but...
Yep, so this is probably going to be their, I'm going to say, like, fall/winter 2019 game.
I would think.
With Pokémon.
Unless it can come out sometime before then, but
yeah,
that game seems big enough to where it would be in that fall time slot.
Oh, no, I agree. I think that's generally where it is. And Animal Crossing is, announced at any time, blah, blah, blah. And they needed some announcement for this Direct, obviously. And this is the perfect thing and they didn't need to do this, but the tie-in with Isabelle and Smash in this was great.
You're sitting here and you have Isabelle coming to Smash and you have this Animal Crossing game coming at some point. It's like, you might as well just play your cards. Play the cards you have there. They go so well together. You can play this. You can get people so hyped because of
make the Smash fans happy. I want to see reaction videos when people were... I bet this happened a good many where people was like, when Isabelle was like, Animal Crossing? And then it was Smash like, oh. And they kept on watching like... And then this happened like...
yeah.
No, this is dope. And I did the tweet to our
friends,
Yeah, and I think they responded. I think I saw.
Alright, so let's talk about what we think generally about this Direct, and then let's get out of here.
Okay.
So, what do you think? Overall,
I think it's a pretty solid. There's nothing like mind-blowing for the most part. Like,
I agree, yeah.
Luigi's Mansion and Animal Crossing are, like, as far as new game announcements goes, those are two really, I think, strong ones, even if they're not our favorites.
Yeah, I agree.
Honestly, Animal Crossing is about as big as the game they can have announced at this point.
Yeah.
Which, again, is not for us, but...
And this was obviously a way with the Smash thing, like, because obviously if they had just come out and been like, and one more thing, here's a title screen for Animal Crossing, bye, that would have been a bummer if it was just that. But the fact that it was Isabelle and Smash and then leading up to this, it all made it worth it. I think obviously this Direct, for the most part, wasn't one particular towards me, and I'm not one of those people that's like, it's a bad Direct. Because it's like,
I think it's solid because it gave updates on games that kind of needed updates, or just reminders. Yeah. Gives updates on games that are already out, like Mario Tennis Aces and stuff, and announcing and I know people are tired of this, but announcing some much-needed ports or exciting ports, like the Final Fantasy and the Katamari and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, we're getting down there. And at least there were some surprising ports. Like the Final Fantasy, at least for me, was very surprising.
Yeah, that stuff could come in potentially at any time, but them announcing they announced like 7 Final Fantasy games for the Switch.
Well, and
they did good saving those ones for last.
I do like how Nintendo can do this many announcements, like that many announcements in a 30-minute period, where I feel like a lot of other companies, the way they do announcements, this would have taken an hour and a half, or at least an hour. But the boom, 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 nature of it, at least even if not all these announcements are as big as you would think for a direct or whatever, you get through them. We were only here for 30 minutes.
Again, they did what they need to do, and they got those big game announcements in Luigi's Mansion and Animal Crossing, and we got a new Smash character. It's not the most exciting to us, but I like Isabelle as a character just from what I know from Animal Crossing, and she needed to be in one way or the other. Yeah. So. And
I think to a certain extent, I'm sure there'll be some people who said there was nothing for them. I think to a certain extent there was something for everyone here. Yeah. There was a little bit of like I said, I got to the point where I was like, I get this for other people, but I'm getting a little bit bored, and it was here's Final Fantasy 12 and 7. It was like, oh, all right, sweet.
Hey, I got a game announcement that I'm interested in, Luigi's Mansion, and just a bunch of other random stuff, so I'm happy. Got a new Smash character.
I mean, honestly, this is probably one of the directs that is going to get the most money out of me if I end up being stupid and buying 12 and buying.
Darby, I'm going to say this right here, right now.
Get a lot of money.
I'm more likely to buy 12 on Switch than I was on the PS4.
I mean, at this point, I would recommend you just wait.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I want to replay 12, but it's so much stuff. And I'm just being honest. I'm more likely to play games like that on the Switch than I was the PS4.
Yeah. You seriously need to play 12 and 7 to understand me more as your friend. You need to play those 2 games.
I promise you here, Darby, I am going to play them when they are on Switch. Maybe not necessarily right away, depending on what's up, but I plan on doing it for sure.
Okay.
I played most of 12, but let me go back. Yeah. So overall, pretty solid direct.
I think so. Overall, I was pleased.
This is to see the reactions. I'm ready to see all the hate.
Yeah, there's gonna be a little negativity because I mean, the vast majority of this I didn't really care about, but again, I understand it was big for them. And I still think there's a kind of a lack of, and I'm not saying that it needed to be solved today, but I'm do still think there's somewhat of a lack of a clear roadmap of what Nintendo is offering us going forward, besides ports and stuff like that.
I would actually, I mean, they need to show more, I agree, but I think we're getting a pretty solid roadmap, and we can end it after we say this, because during 2019, what we already know and what we could potentially have, we have Luigi's Mansion, we have Animal Crossing, we have Fire Emblem, we have Yoshi, we have the next Pokemon gen.
Have they said 2019 for Metroid?
They have not, but that's always a possibility, and Bayonetta and whatever else they have to announce. So I'm not that worried. I hear what you're saying, though. I think
there's still just I mean,
they need more than what they have, but I think they're going to have it.
It's probably just not fair because for so long it was there is Zelda coming, there's Mario coming, there's all this or whatever, and now there's still Smash coming, but it's just it still kind of feels like we're a little chugging along with these. But that being said, I've played my Switch so much this year already. So much more than I thought.
And generally, I mean, they might be breaking it a little bit with Animal Crossing when it comes out and stuff, but they generally seem to be announcing stuff and it being out less than a year.
Yeah. So. Aside from Metroid.
Yeah. There are some exceptions, but generally speaking.
Yes, yeah. So, that was it. That was our reactions to the Nintendo Direct. Now we're going to go watch the Bengals hopefully win.
Yeah.
Hopefully win. And we will, if Hurricane Florence decides to spare our lives, we'll be back to record a podcast hopefully pretty soon.
With where we will be talking about my time with Spider-Man, which I could potentially be done, if not, mostly done, if not completely done by then. The first 5-ish hours of Dragon Quest, and Darby will have
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yep, which he got early.
Which I already have. Thanks, games.
And will we talk about Sony's pre-TGS conference?
Yes.
And other stuff, of course.
So we'll have a lot to talk about.
And any updates based on this that we find.
And I'll probably have Shadow of the Tomb Raider pretty much done unless my power goes out, which is very, very good chance, because we are pretty much...
we don't have the game on Saturday now to take up the whole day.
No, but my power's going out. We're in the direct path of Hurricane Florence, so That'll be fine.
Pray for us, friends.
Pray for us, please. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.